and we ain't playing, like Tanya saying, playing and talking and playing.
That's
they
it.
wasn't talking and playing today. They were just playing. And you know what? Safe spaces are necessary. Speaking of safe spaces,
we in a safe space,
baby.
And if you didn't know, you're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. Tammy came in hot like fire, but it's your main man, Action Jackson. And of course, I'm always excited to be posted up with the superstar herself.
Well, where's she at?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Is this new hair?
No, you know, it's
I'm
the same.
I'm trying to remember, you know, because it looks different.
I just had it up, now it's down.
Okay, right, okay.
Let me tell you something.
You looking real California-ish.
I know.
Bohemian.
What's going on then? What's going on?
Well, what's going on is we got a jam-packed show for you. We got Grammy Award-winning artists. We got L&S Development. We are going to take you higher and higher on this Money Monday. Music Monday.
Yeah, but today you said Grammy Award-winning artist. We got Grammy Award-winning artists, plural.
I thought I said the S, but it could have been the country. Listen, call your friends and your frenemies and tell them to tune in to the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. You do look, I like this jacket.
Thank you.
You look real bohemian. Y'all will see Tammy shortly. Where your guests?
They coming.
They here?
I don't know.
But they coming.
How many chairs are we going to need?
Oh, shoot. Adam just told me 2 minutes ago how many people.
Let me call Adam.
He's coming. He's parking right now.
We need them to be walking through the door. Stay in your lane. What's up?
Christy Love. She got that news.
Sharita, what's up?
Did I say Congressman Danny Davis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to make sure I said everybody.
In the one next to you doing.
No.
Shit, well, we hoping the guests walk through so they could be in the row.
Go see if they're out there. You be in contact with
Adam. Yeah, I call, he ain't answer. But just go look at the door. What's their names? Do you know that?
Eric Roberson.
Eric Roberson. Just Eric Roberson. Look for.
Do you have lessons on there to play? Zoe, do you have the song Lessons? Put it on the Eric Roberson Lessons. It's very inspirational. I'm not sure if we have that. LaShawn was there. Oh my gosh, she did a great job.
Who?
Tanya. She did an amazing job.
Are the people here?
No, we don't have lessons.
Can you get it?
Okay, ask Christy. Yeah, she coming with him, right? Oh, shoot. Okay.
What?
He said Christy ain't here yet.
But where to get?
Right. That's what we looking for. See where they at, because they up now.
And the runs up next.
Don't worry about it. I can go off the dome, but
a lot of people care about that.
So, I just want to talk about something that is imminent, is ever present, but we shy away from this all the time, and that is death.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're saying, well, this is an inspiration show, and we're always uplifting you, and this is not going to be any different. It's going to be the same. I want to uplift you, but I lost one of my friends, and I'll tell you his name in a little bit. But this weekend, I went to Atlanta because one of my other friends.
We didn't know because Adam didn't want to tell us.
Why?
Friday, I said, "Is Tammy in there?" He was like, "No," and then
it was a secret.
I said,
"You
after
keep a
a while,
secret,
I said, Adam, you keep a secret. She is in the air. I just saw it."
Yes.
Okay, well, congratulations on Atlanta. I saw you looked amazing
Oh,
at the birthday party.
Sweet. Okay, so I went to school with a myriad, just a whole population of upwardly mobile-minded people who have gone on to do magnificent things, and the birthday boy is nothing short of that. Shout out to Dr. Dr. We call him Dirty Pete, but
Oh Lord, Dr. Dirty Pete.
Dr. James E. Collins, and he doesn't mind me sharing his story because literally he got addicted to drugs while he was in dental school.
Wow.
And it took him down into an abyss. Now he is a multi-millionaire, no longer a drug user, and shares his story around the world. But while he's practicing dentistry in Atlanta from 7 to 5, from 8 to 5 in the morning. No other place can you find a
Oh, he
dentist.
an overnight dentist.
Baby, no
he
other.
Killing the game.
Killing the game. Because when I tell you the worst pain in the world is labor and a toothache.
I don't know about the labor, but I definitely know about the toothache.
But you do know. Because when Valencia was pregnant, you were pregnant too.
Yes.
But anyway, so when I was getting ready, the makeup artist was there. She was doing our faces. And then I got some devastating news. And you know, when you spend money on getting your makeup done, you
don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. But sometimes your emotions take over. But let me tell you what the beauty is about being a believer. That you know that even in death, you're asleep and you're going to see that person again. And that gives you comfort. It doesn't stop you from being sad, but it stops you from being depressed because there's levels to sadness. And depression is a lower level of sadness. And when I tell you my lifelong friend, who would have usually crippled me, but because my faith is getting so much stronger every minute of the day, God said to Mara, you can grieve, but you cannot stop. And none other than Minister Farrakhan's son, Joshua Farrakhan, who has been my lifelong friend. And we started our boyfriend and girlfriend. And then, of course, that didn't work. And then we just rocked out like sister and brother up until, and I talked to him almost every week.
I did not hear that of his passing, but you know what's funny? I was talking about you and your relationship with him. I didn't know his name, but I mentioned to someone how, thanks to Tammy, I got to go to my first Savior's Day this year, and I said I got to eat with the family in the VIP room at what's the name of the restaurant? Salam. And I said, and Tamara is great friends with the minister's son, and she's introduced other people to the family, and now they are connected. And I said, she's a great connected to the Farrakhan family. So I swear to you, I was just talking about him this weekend.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But you may have channeled him because let me say this. You know, I've been dealing with my medical situation, and I told you all that I'm cured, right?
Yeah.
God cured me. But that day, right before the makeup artist got there, my pulse was rapid. I mean, I've never had a rapid pulse. Luckily, I went to school with a bunch of doctors, and my doctor was there because she's also my friend. Shout out to Dr. Linda Stewart, and she was like, "Okay, Tim, I'm gonna take you to the urgent care."
Yep.
I said, "No, you go to the urgent care. I'm going to the party." So I don't know. I'm gonna lay here for a minute. Then I'm gonna take some pineapples and I'm gonna make it go down.
Pineapples, oh Lord! You should have drank a ginger ale. Ginger ale.
Ginger ale is what spiked it. Ginger ale had pure cane sugar in it, and that's what spiked it. But when I took those pineapples and I laid down, and Terry Spencer called a healer, and he literally from Sacramento, California, worked on me, and I was able to go to the party. But I say that to say that when you are connected with people, like Joshua and I were connected, your body, not something like what twins do, but your body can give you an indication. You might not know the source. Yeah. But I'm sure now, in retrospect, that my body was warning me, you're about to have something that could devastate you, but I'm preparing you. So shout out to God. Shout out to God. Well, listen, Tammy, I wish I could have been with you this weekend, first of all, in the lineup. No more trips without me. Okay. Then I wish I could have been at the ribbon cutting this morning. But of course, you had to be here. You had to hold it down. But you know what? I had an important meeting this morning at the Boys and Girls Club on Chicago Avenue. We have a new Boys and Girls Club on Chicago Avenue, and I got to meet with the club director and get a tour. Shout out to Tevin Haynes, who's the club director. You know, this is an extension of Soul City. It was beautiful. The facility is amazing. It is 4411 West Chicago Avenue. I believe, 4411 West Chicago Avenue. So it was amazing. And shout out to, I told him I was going to shout him out.
I got that this morning, though, Tammy, and I'm like, why all these kids at the Boys and Girls Club? It's Monday. Shouldn't they be at school? But schools are out all week now for Thanksgiving. Ain't that something?
Yep, that's really something.
Well,
Now, tomorrow I got a story about CPS.
well,
But today I'm dedicating this show to my friend Joshua Farrakhan. Rest in paradise, my brother. You are amazing. Your heart was so big, you will live on. And I'm so happy that we have a new Boys and Girls Club. Because when I tell you, you need to have these kind of resources.
Yeah. Well, you know what made it so dope, Tammy? Just being when you breaking ground on $1 million playground.
Yep.
$1 million on the west side.
On the west
is
side.
amazing. To see this beautiful facility built on the west side was to see all those kids in the high-tech computer labs. And then I went next door to the black-owned Culver's and got me a burger.
Nice.
And it just felt so good.
I don't think people really understand what Culver's is. I didn't until my niece, Shahira Farrakhan, actually told me, you don't understand this, Auntie, but Culver's has real meat. So, Muslims, they don't eat just anywhere.
Yeah.
She was like, they got real potatoes, and literally it's the best fast food option you can use if you're eating fast
Try
food.
one of their butter buns.
Listen, I had a butter burger, and I just, in my 35 years of living, I just started eating onions.
Are you serious?
And so I had my first burger with onions from Culver's, and I'll never go back.
You just started eating onions.
Right.
'Cause
You had it in that tuna.
Yes, I'm telling you, right.
I don't eat tuna.
Right.
I pick
You ever ate
onions,
something out of a crock pot?
and not really.
You may not know because it boils them down. You may not even know it's onions in there, but if you ate something and it tasted so good, baby, I guarantee it was some onions.
So like, well, I'm an onion fan now. Give me them onions. I had to go buy some mints because of the onions. But listen, what we're gonna give you is we got a Grammy Award winning artist with us. We got the money winning artist with us, Shirley and Letrusia. And listen, we got great music for you. You can always call on this great name. It's Trinity right here on the Brunch Bunch.
All right.
It was your day.
We're gonna do them first. Oh, this my day?
Yeah. That's why I was waiting on you to.
Let me tell you something. I have not even had a moment to like sit and real on the plane. The gravity on the plane, the gravity of his passing hit me, and so I was like, okay, my role mate is gonna be like, oh, what's wrong with her? Because I was sniffling and stuff, and I just turned to him and said, I don't got COVID.
Right, because that's the first thing Justice called me. I said, back up.
What happened on the call?
One of my friends passed away.
Sick? No, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. No, actually, he wasn't sick. He struggled with addiction for a long time. Minister Farrakhan's son, Joshua. But yeah, he passed away yesterday.
Wow.
Saturday. Actually.
We lost a friend too.
He's so
One
sorry.
of our
Tony's
clients.
here.
He came up missing,
They're here.
Tony
and
is.
they found him. He went out south. This is what his wife told us. And then she changed his car, and they parked it over by Michelle Clark. Somebody that killed
Bring him
wrapped
in.
a sheet.
He's Tony now.
But it had to be somebody
Tell-
that knew him because they wrapped him in a sheet and put him on the back seat and drove his car back to the west side.
Oh my God. One of my friends died like that. They wrapped him up. They was looking for him.
What was the name of the
Lessons.
artist?
Eric Roberson. Lessons.
Run to your friend. The son thing.
Heart attack. No. Oh, that
no.
friend.
Mhm.
That friend. Oh yeah, but he about that life. So we just don't know what happened. Who did it. We all have our suspicions, but no one ever really got charged in it.
Wow. How can have people that kill somebody? They be in their own personal prison.
Hey, how are
Everybody,
you?
the one and only.
The one
Stellar
and
Award-winning
only.
This is Tony Tipwell.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Zoe, fade this out. Let's come on in.
Stellar Award-winning artist in the building, y'all.
I know my pastor. You rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your main man, Action Jackson. And I love Mondays because it's day after Sunday. And on yesterday, my Bishop David Ty Whitley, preached a powerful message. I've got a testimony. And he quoted the lyrics to the famous song recorded by Reverend Clay Evans and Fellowship. I've got a testimony written by our next guest, the one and only brother Tony Tipwell. Elder Tony Tipwell is in the building.
Now you coming back to the brunch bar because you've been here before.
I've been here before.
Yes, sir. And you know what? You left a presence, and now you back to claim it. So let's do this, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brother Tony, thank you for coming. Listen, during this week of Thanksgiving, of course, we all are sharing testimonies of how we're so grateful and we're so thankful. But every year during the Thanksgiving season, you have a special event that you do. Let's talk about that.
Well, this year will be our 26th annual Thanksgiving musical and feeding. 26 years ago, God led me to be a blessing to those who may not have family like we have family. And so I was led to feed different less fortunate shelters and outreach centers. And so we're going to be doing that this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m. The feeding is going to start at 6 to 7:30.
Okay.
And then the musical is going to start at 10 p.m. Actually, this whole situation was geared for the less fortunate, even the concert.
Mm-hmm.
So years ago, we used to feed them, and they used to stay for the concert as well.
Yeah.
Now, some of them still stay, but this year, we're going to have an awesome time with the concert, especially. But the feeding is the most precious part to me because I love to give back and to see people be blessed by the ministry God has given us. So that's what we're going to be doing on this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m. from 6 to 7. Well, 6 to 8. We're going to do the feeding, and it's going to take place at the Friendly Temple, my church. Friendly Temple, Church of God in Christ.
I like that. I like that title, the Friendly Temple.
Yeah, 7745 South State Street. And if you want to just come by and bring some food, you can. But the Lord has blessed us, and so we're going to have a good time and show our love to people who may not have family like us on Thanksgiving.
That's so powerful. Brother Tidwell, that was amazing.
It is.
So that's 7745 South State Street. Doors open at?
For the feeding?
Yes, for the feeding.
For the feeding.
5:30. And what time for the
food,
concert?
for the free.
Food, yeah. If you hungry, want to be around and fellowship, come out for the food.
Hungry, come on out. We're gonna have plenty of food for you. You may not have no family on Thanksgiving, but we want to show our love to you. So
And you know, that's real because so many people have holiday depression because they're not around loved ones. Maybe all their loved ones are gone. Maybe they're homeless, or maybe they just got estranged from their family. You never know. But 7745 South State Street is offering a safe space with good Christian, good-minded people who are ready to love on you and feed you.
Yes. And you know what? It's an amazing event. If you've never been, I was blessed to volunteer 2 years. And it was nice. And after you feed and help the community, you go and worship in concert. Brother Tony, if anybody wants to volunteer, donate, how can they reach you?
You can reach me at Tony Tidwell on Facebook. Uncommon Favor, Tony Tidwell at Uncommon Favor on Facebook. Or you can email me at TonyTidwellMinistries@yahoo.com.
Tony Tidwell Ministries at yahoo.com. Make sure you support this great event. One more time this Thanksgiving, feeding and then a concert. You can get food for your stomach and food for your soul.
So the concert is going to be awesome too. We have Brother Dexter Walker and the Zion Movement Choir. We have Pastor DeAndre Patterson and Destiny Worship Center Chorale Choir. We have Brother Calvin Rogers and his band, and Ryan Booker. He's going to be a part of that event as well. So it's going to be a great night. Get there. I start on time.
I love it.
My grandfather always taught me when you put a time on the flyer, if you don't start on time, then you're not telling the truth to the people.
So
right now.
I like that.
I like that.
Always be fair to those who are on time.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Because you don't know what they have to do.
That's what State Rep said today. You know I like to get in and get
My
out.
group knows that I'm on the stage at like 10:55. So then at 10 o'clock, I'm hitting it.
Yeah.
So we will start on time because I don't want to belabor nobody's time. And so please come out. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, well, you got our very own iHeart DeAndre Patterson in the building and Dexter Walker and Ryan Booker. Y'all, get there. 7745 South State Street. Thank you so much, Brother T. We truly appreciate you.
Yes, and believers, I don't know about you, but all year long, I can say I've got a testimony. I've got a testimony right here on the Brunch Bunch on Inspiration 1390.
Where is that? Did you change the?
I just added that.
Did you MP3 her the lesson?
She's doing it right now.
You showed him how to do it? You sent it to her?
Yes, I sent it to her.
Y'all know she can't add music to the system. She had to send it to Kelly.
Kelly better hurry up.
And again,
Kelly on vacation.
all right.
Well, who else does it?
Oh Lord.
Oh, see, I used to give it to Candace.
I have to wait.
Yeah, man. You know, just let
I have
me
to
go
submit
out
it. I'm
there.
gonna submit it to
Submit it. We'll
someone.
start. That's fine. We can start playing it. That's fine.
What's the next segment?
That's not the one I.
No, I didn't know
But
that.
the Eric
That's
Campbell
different.
song.
Oh, that was.
Okay, y'all know you can't come in here talking, right? Playing and talking and talking and playing.
And
You too, Shirley.
they hear you smacking on the mic
Yes, you
too.
definitely was.
Shirley,
I
Shirley,
And
You said she had your mic on.
yeah.
Oh, you had a mic off?
Also, they hear you smacking on the
Yeah, I
mic.
can eat. That's what I'm trying to put this outside. I want to eat.
No, you gotta turn off the
Okay,
mic.
let me know.
It's on, they
And
hear
I
you
got
smacking.
Oh, even if I push it away?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Last time I
That's why people don't even want people eating in here to begin with.
Oh, so these both these mics are off now.
No,
No, they
I
don't
turned
now.
hers
I
off.
said,
She's
I got
eating,
you.
but,
Where's yours? Now, is this right here?
oh yeah, that's yours.
Was
This is
his
on.
off?
This is on. That's all.
Well, I hope they heard
And then
that.
if you have a cough,
You know better than I do.
But it's always if you want to eat, do that. But you can always just sit right there.
no, but you don't need to
Already
cut.
did.
No, don't cut it on yet. Just let her cut.
Okay, let's fade this song.
Okay, it's your teller.
We'll fade this song so that we can bring Shirley and Letrusia.
Tell her, Tammy Green.
These are the bios for the two people coming in right now, Christy. That makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm just here.
Are they here?
Shirley, I like this hair.
She's parking.
I
still.
do.
The guests here.
Oh, it's so parking.
Letrusia, I like your hair too. Look.
So how are we gonna go about this?
We're gonna go into Money Monday day. We
Money
can't
Monday?
wait.
Yeah.
No, we definitely cannot. We gotta go. We gotta move.
Time is money and money is time.
Talking and playing and playing and talking.
Hello, I like that. T-shirt.
Well, I'm gonna show you who coined that. Well, Tanya's the one who gave it to me, but
Secure home and automation be a part of your story, a part of your legacy.
Should I just say we'll fit them in after this segment?
Yeah, they gotta wait.
866-447-3344. That's 866-447-3344. And make a
So Tony is the one who had yeah, but he the reason what's her name? Mary. The one from Mary came to my house.
oh,
He
for
the
real?
one who, and he
What
just
you mean? What's her name?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I got so much in my mind right now. No, that's what he was just saying. That Tina is in. It was Tina
It was
Campbell.
Tina, not Erica. Erica ain't coming to nobody's house but her own. You remember we were trying to interview Erica, and she was like, "No, I'm not coming out." When we were at the Stellars,
Oh yeah.
Tina's like she's down to earth. Really. Not that Mary. I mean, not that Erica is not. I just have never seen that side of her.
Val likes her hair.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Stay Lane. Tina Campbell's actually in town too.
Tina?
Yeah.
She coming back to your house?
He just told me he was like, if you see me call, you know why.
Is she gonna be at the event at State Street?
No.
Because we didn't say it.
No, she just in town for a funeral. Sugar said your hair is beautiful, Tammy.
Look how happy you
Zoe.
Oh my God, you got that so
Oh, because I was just gonna ask if we play.
That was a great
It
event.
was a great event.
Let's come in right after this.
Okay. Now do the LNS intro.
Yes, please do.
Okay, hold on.
You put the lessons in so we can play it tomorrow. We start playing it tomorrow, right?
Well, she gonna send it
She's
in.
gonna send it.
Right.
And it's gonna get approved.
That is usually
That's new.
never happened.
I know.
Well,
Because we would send.
Jarrell said he used to just play it because he didn't care about the disciplinary actions.
But no.
But don't
'cause
say that
Candy-
on we on live.
Cause Candy used to do it too.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It is my favorite day of the week because if you know me, you know I like money. I won't say love money because the love of money is the root of all evil, but I do like it. I do like it. And guess what? L&S Development is in the building to talk to us about this money.
Woo, woo, woo. Shirley Fields and Letrusia May, as usual, they got the level up information for you. So this is the time that you all get out whatever you write on and you can refer back to, because I promise you the nuggets are going to be lit. Y'all, welcome back to the Brunch Bunch.
Thank you.
Thank
Shirley
you.
Fields, and thank you for
And
the
this
welcome.
is Letrusia May, and thank you for this welcome. And we say we want to be thankful today.
That's the word today.
Thankful. That's the
Thankful.
word
And
of
what
the day.
I am thankful for, I want to just give a testimony that God has brought me a mighty long way.
Mighty long way.
I was a young teenage parent, and I did not let that become my destiny. I did not become a statistic. Once I learned about real estate, and once I learned how to sacrifice, I got a renewing on the mind. I did not buy stuff. I did not want to not save. I learned how to save my money. And it was just so many things that I had to ask God to change me, put a change in me. And he did. And he did. Because for a long time, working in the office with Shirley Fields, she would tell me, I think it was 2 years I worked in the office with her. And she was like, Letrusia, why don't you buy something? Why don't you buy something? I was like, I wish this lady would just leave me alone. You know, I was a young single mom. I would bring my 2 young boys to the office, and she's mothering them. Sit down. And I wasn't a mother that'd be like, don't tell my kids what to do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't brought up like that. So I just want to be thankful that I just did. I took what she was saying. I listened to it. And today, she was like, I was actually about to put a property on the market. It was a 4-unit building. And she said, instead of selling this property, why don't you buy it? So once I did the calculations and realized that the tenants were going to pay my mortgage and I was going to live rent-free mortgage, I didn't have to contribute towards that mortgage payment. It made so much sense. And so today, after purchasing that property, I own multiple buildings because I learned that, man, if this one property is going to do this for me, what will another one do? What would another one do? And so I just started building a legacy.
And my thankfulness, I am thankful for how God, and my testimony today is how far God has brought me as well. He has brought me from some mighty dark places.
And you know what? I know your story, and when you get ready to share your story, it's going to be powerful.
Amen.
Absolutely.
But what's powerful here? You said something. It made sense to me. And when you can make it make dollars and cents, you know you're making it.
Right. Yes. I tell people all the time, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense or sense.
So what are we talking about today in terms of leveling up, getting your money right, putting it where it needs to be? Because I see all of these warnings. If you got cash, get it out the bank, because the government or the United States dollar is dwindling in its value and blah, blah, blah. But real estate is the one way. It's not the only way, but it's one of the ways.
It's one of the most important ways that's almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Even if the value goes down, it's going to come right back up.
That's it.
And I just like to add, instead of spending your money on a lot of Christmas junk
Save.
that your kids gonna throw away by July,
or just play with it.
Save
for
that
2
money.
days. Yeah, save.
July, by Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
By King
Save
Day.
that money as a down payment.
Exactly.
Save that money so that you can look forward to giving your kids a brand new
House.
legacy. A legacy.
Yes, that's something else we want to focus on, is learning how, or just understanding what it takes to build a legacy. Focus on that. So as of today, we want you to start thinking, what do I need to do to start building a legacy for my family? A legacy that can, build for let's say 3 generations on.
So that's a fruit bearing legacy, right?
Exactly.
So you have to plant the seed. What's the seed, y'all?
The seed that we're planting is real estate.
Real estate, and to save your money, because you will need finances to purchase.
Now, I've been watching the news, and we've been talking about this every Monday when you guys come. But I heard something that said interest rates have been going down. Is that true?
Interest rates have been going down and they've been going up. It's just been teetering. But the thing is, get in the game. Because if you're not in the game, you can't take advantage of when they go down.
That's right.
I have clients that I have pre-approved, and if they find a property at the exact time, to whereas, hey, I can call it, interest rates went down, let's lock you in. But if you're not in the game, you may get in at the time when they're up. But don't let that be a stopping block for you, because guess what? When they go down, you can always refinance. So the
Mm.
thing is to just get in the game so
Get
you
in
can
the
take
game.
advantage of when they do go down.
Absolutely.
So it's holiday time. What kind of specials can we look for in the real estate game during the holidays? Or is this a time where we just pause and coast?
I say the special that I say you look for, I'm going to stick with what I'm saying. Save your money.
Yeah, save your money. Or I would say it's also a great time to buy because people talk about values. So this is the time you'll see where some sellers may be willing to come down, some off off the sale of the purchase of the property. So you may see something. Sometimes if the property's listed for 300,000, they may go down 300, 5,000. Maybe just 5,000. Knock that off.
But you know what is better? That 5,000 in my
Some of them
pocket
don't.
than theirs.
Right. But they're willing to do it because guess what? A lot of people are not looking right now. They're a lot looking, but not as much as during the summer season.
Now I want you to explain something. Why is the interest rate so important? Because I actually had somebody say, well, what difference does it make if the interest rate is 6 or 5 or 3 or 9?
If say this interest rate is 2%, I'm gonna keep
That's
it
just
round.
not likely anymore.
No, this is hypothetical as opposed to a 8% interest rate. That 2%, you're gonna be paying if your mortgage. I gotta just round these numbers up. If your mortgage, let's say $100, which is unheard of. So what's 2% of $100?
Come on, guys.
I thought it was a
$2.
rhetorical. $2.
What's 2% of 8%? What's 8% of $100? $8. That's the difference in your mortgage. I kept it really
But this
simple.
is what I'm trying to say.
And if you
Right.
multiply that by the thousands or the $1,000,
Right, it's a lot. But this is the thing.
So would you rather pay $2 or $8?
Right, but I'm
very good man.
Good.
Right.
You know what? First of all,
Well, she went to Whitney Young.
this was really illuminating, right? But it was Shirley's scenario was like 1960 interest rate, and then I never know.
That's not true.
2% ain't been around in a while.
Since COVID, we had 2% in COVID.
Right,
That's what made me use that number.
I know that's why she used that number. But again, that was the recession due to COVID. That is unlikely to ever happen again. That was a teaser. Right. That was right.
So the Republicans get back in
the market.
25 years.
Over 25 years I've been doing mortgages. When I say that has never happened, that has never happened. When I bought my first piece of property, I remember the interest rate was 6.99%, and that was a great interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
And that was me buying it down, and that was in 2002. So I remember my parents telling me their interest rate was around 13, and that was in the 80s. In the 70s, they were in the 20%. So to go from all the way down to 2%, that's an anomaly. That's really something that hasn't happened in the mortgage industry.
Take it out your mind.
Right, take it out of your mind. And for all the people that could have bought when the interest rates were 2 and 3%, but they were saying, oh, values are higher. And they were waiting for values to go down. That didn't even happen. So the thing is to get in the game, because at least when the interest rates do go down if they go down from 7% or 8%, they're not ever going to, you can refinance. They're never going to go to 2% again. Never. I'm sorry. Unless, which we don't want to happen, another super recession happens, which is not likely.
Well, we definitely don't want another COVID-19 pandemic, but we would like
COVID-19 interest rate.
Right. That's what.
Right.
Don't play.
Right. Values go up. And if you ever purchase a piece of property, that's what you want. You want the values to increase because guess what? That's building your legacy. That's your legacy increasing. That's your value increasing. That's your net worth increasing. So I never think, oh my God, I want the interest rates to go down.
Now for the people,
but I don't want the values to go down. Interest rates, yes, but not value.
Definitely not the values. But for the people who are listening and saying, you know what, this is a lot of great information, and I think I'm ready to buy. Who do they need to call?
They need to call L&S Development at area code 773-616-0906.
You gonna say it again for us in that beautiful voice?
773-616-0906.
She's trying to get a recording deal. Call Shirley. But the reason I ask that because sometimes we allow fear to stop us from doing things. But one of the things that we have to pay attention to in our community, for those of us who already own, every time is a good time to buy investment properties, especially when you see development happening in your community.
Right.
Or you can kick it off. You can kick off the development.
Right. And it's a good time to buy whether you're an investor or whether you're purchasing your own property, because it's always better to invest in yourself instead of renting. renting is like a black hole to me. Your money is going out the door. But if you're paying into your own mortgage, you're paying into yourself.
I just want to give an example. I was out for dinner a few nights ago with a friend of mine, and they lived in a property for they pay $1,100 a month. They've been paying 11 for 11 years. That came to $145,000 that for 11 years that they paid in rent, which they get no return on.
No.
$145,000.
When you illuminate it like that, that's like, wait a minute.
Hold up, wait a minute.
And not only that, we had a buyer last month. He purchased a building that he was living in and rented
30
for
years.
30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he just now buying the building from the seller. The seller put the property on the market, and I guess he finally
he told me he was too old to move. He didn't want to move. He was going to buy the building.
I ain't mad
But
at
you know
him.
what touched me? He brought his grandson to the closing with him. So at least now his grandson, he's building a legacy for his grandson now.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
And that's what it's all about. Generational wealth, building a legacy. And that's why it's important for believers. If you are at the precipice of buying and you just want to get right over that hump, call that number 773. Come on, Shirley.
616-0906.
One more time.
773-616-0906. Don't call us till after 1 o'clock.
Y'all, you all always bring it right on home. I love that math. I love that because everybody can understand.
Yeah, I'm putting Eminem and Whitney Young because I ain't know that math off top. I was like, wait a minute. CPS, I'm coming for you.
CPS, okay.
You gotta go to Whitney Young.
Y'all, you know what? Whenever you are in doubt, all you got to do is put God in the mix.
Amen.
Because he is not the author of confusion. If you're confused about something, guess what? That ain't God. That's the devil. And always remember that he reigns. Come on, Kirk Franklin. Let's do it. It's Inspiration 1390. Let me tell you something here. If you going to lead. Don't stop in the middle of getting over.
You talking to me?
I'm talking right to you.
Well,
I don't want y'all to see us fight. That's what we do.
We've already been. Just tell me what I show. We've already been told. Just tell me. Don't worry,
What y'all been told?
He gets the brunt of everything.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm glad there's some brothers in the room.
Wait,
Hopefully have my back.
Go to song. He like, you do it.
Listen, this is her day to lead, and she's steady looking at me.
I came late, so it's his turn.
Artist in the world.
Thank you for coming. Love, you dripping, baby. You love the
I
drip.
don't know what to do. I know.
So I just try to come correct.
You did your thing.
I know, but talk to her.
When you visit here, you can always visit.
Right, exactly.
Demo, this is B. Tamara Fair.
Yes.
Hi. Very
And
nice to
myself.
meet you.
No. Reintroduce me. The Marcel. Look how Christy did me, y'all.
Marcel Action Johnson.
There we go. Happy birthday.
I take cocktails.
You know, I like. How you doing, man? Congratulations on all your great success, man.
I'm from Chicago. Well, tomorrow, ain't man, we working on sold out, but it's getting there. I live in Atlanta.
Chrissy, you got us tickets for tomorrow?
They don't say Atlanta. They say Chicago.
Yeah.
But they say,
Look, since I ain't the Action Jackson, give me some of them
they
tickets.
don't say it. And this might be not Chicago, but when I'm in Atlanta, people don't think I'm at all. So that's what I'm saying. That's always well, it's a whole lot of,
I guess I just talk down to it, right?
Flip
I
it
shoot exactly.
Yeah.
I know. No, she's gonna do all of that.
and fold it something out. How you doing, man?
Eric,
Demo, I need this outfit, man. Look, you too cool.
wake up song. You said mighty fine.
Lord, Jesus.
Oh, more than fine. I like that. More than fine.
I need more than a mint. I need a drink.
I need a minute.
$1. I'm just no. She gonna put my whole pack in her pocket. I know.
Go to the show tomorrow?
Huh?
You go see the show tomorrow?
Their show?
Yeah.
They have a
At
show.
City Winery.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I got you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, my client wants to go.
You know what? Okay. You know what? She gonna say the Tamara. Oh, and this is Marcel.
And I came back and corrected myself. Marcel
Can I get the in front of my name too?
Yes, you can.
Because you Marcel Jackson.
I send referrals though. Oh, yeah. You know.
Oh, Allison,
Yeah.
that's my soror. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Anything my soror
And look,
wants.
and she like Tammy, they pay and don't ask for discounts and they do right.
Let's go. Oh, guess what? Tomorrow I think with Modi.
Modi,
Yeah, we had to change it from last week to this to Tuesday. So
Okay.
I'm excited to go by there.
Can you get me on the View? Then I'm gonna sign my contract. I know.
Because you got to do all this other stuff to get to the View.
Wait 1 second.
Oh, here go a question.
I'm gonna do Eric Robinson's intro. You do Demo's intro.
Oh, I ripped it.
You ripped it? Wait till they get me. Oh, you got it.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It is no action Jackson today.
And it's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I am so excited about this full studio full of nothing but greatness, talent. Our next guest is a brother from another mother. That now our next guest, go on, brother Marshall.
We got brother Demo in here. He cleaner than Dick was when Hattie died. He's a smooth falsetto. He's charismatic. He's energetic. And style for miles are just a few elements that linger when you experience Demo. Whether it's supporting artists as he has for close to 17 years with Eric Robertson, performing his own show, or even when he's hosting a dope-only late-night podcast, you will not get the same Demo twice. His greatest musical influence, because this is 1390, I'm going to start with Commission and the Winans, and of course, Stevie Wonder and Donny Hathaway. However you experience Demo, one thing is for sure, you will not be disappointed. Let's give another one. Brunch welcome to Demo.
You guys are amazing. You came in here and brought an aura. It's still permeating, and we are grateful. I'm sure that our believers can feel you through the airways. Eric, we're going to kick it off with you. You got a wonderful new song out, Lessons, and it is getting ready to be my morning theme song.
Well, that's good. Thank you for that.
What motivated you to write that?
I wrote it in the middle of the pandemic, worried about my family, but the interesting stuff, it was 3 o'clock in the morning of my anniversary. I think I was just thinking about life, thinking about marriage and the ups and downs and how we were surviving, you know. So I wrote an essay a couple of days before called God is a Comedian. I think I was thinking about that when I went in. So the only line I had was God has a funny way of showing you lessons. I hit record. The only difference was I had cameras set up in the studio, so I posted it before I went to bed that night. And I woke up to like thousands of comments like, what is this? This is crazy. But for me, it was just another song. It was just something that was on my heart that night.
It's beautiful.
And for me, I write to kind of just feel better. So I went downstairs just to write.
Oh, so that's your therapy.
Yeah, that's my therapy.
Yeah.
That's my escape. So most nights, a lot of times, or times if I need something, if I feel uneasy, my proof that God is real is through songwriting.
Wow.
That's my full out. People they speak to you. I've written so many songs that I'm not wise enough to write. And so many times I look at the paper or listen to the song and go, where did that come from? And then months later or something, I realized, that's what I needed. And, you know.
You done made Shirley
You
catch
got
the
Shirley
whole
over here shouting.
We understand it. It's real. Like, so I'm constantly just trying to do it too.
Well, I'm glad you said that because you write not only songs for yourself, but you've written songs for Jill Scott, Music Soul Child, to name a few. What is it like to write for others and kind of unite with others to write this passionate music?
I mean, it changes with different situations where, for example, like Vivian Green, when we were working on her first album, she was going through a breakup. So she was walking in very sad. And you spend the first couple of hours talking about that. You can't then
write a song about rainbows and happiness.
Right.
You're gonna write from where you at. Sometimes for me, it's not really even about creating, it's about just finding it. So I'm constantly looking for something to take my breath away, and then I know how to write a song, so now I'm just looking what to write about in the character or angle. So we might write about empowerment, real estate, holding on.
Okay, that's your next.
Not wasting our money, save something. It's like I'm looking for something to go. Oh, I never thought of that angle. Boom, and maybe write this. So my kids, listen, I understand that. By New Year's, my kids done playing with the toys. We
Right. No, that's right.
So we find a different angle. So it's kind of easy, to be honest with you. You just gotta get out of the way of yourself and put somebody else first. Listen to what they're saying, and then try to put it to work, put it to music.
Now, one of the things that, first of all, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
One of the things I really love about your story, your journey, is that you have really trailblazed for other people that want to go independent or are afraid to go independent. Because, you can garner a certain amount of success when you get a major label and the label is putting all of their arsenal, all their resources behind you, but you took another path and you have garnered that same level of success. Yeah. So how does it feel to be an independent artist? And talk about some of the pitfalls that people need to look forward to. And I say forward to because if he got you to it, he's going to get you through it.
Come on now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's
first, I think the most important thing is find out what success means to you. So for some people, it's money. For me, success was creativity. I've been in business for a long time, so I've been behind the scenes, wrote on big records and the whole nine. And what I noticed in the industry before I was an independent artist was there were a lot of records being made and never coming out. And that was that lost art was never sat right with me. I didn't want to be a part of that. So I was willing to give my music away for free before it was just thousands of songs just lost and no one would ever hear it. So I was willing, just to share. And I think that's what starts. The issue was people not realizing that it was the same quality. Okay, if you're not on Sony, you're not on whatever, but we're doing it the same studios, we're using the same producers, the same everything, same musicians. It's just we don't have the budget. I'm coming out of my pocket,
But when the harvest comes.
But when the harvest comes.
Me.
There
you go.
And I think that's the thing. I mean, even the early humble starts. My first show in Chicago was 50 people.
Wow.
Same thing in DC. Like in most cities, it was like 50 people, and we've grown it to be hundreds and some places thousands of people. And it's a blessing. You grow. I used to walk into the barbershop with 2 CDs. I leave my wallet in the car. I said, I'm the only way I'm getting a haircut is I'll sell these 2 CDs. I had the money to buy it, but it's a principle like I'm putting my art first.
I love that.
So it's like we worked and gradually earned each person we got in front of.
I love that. So, Brother Demo, you work with Eric. Yes. Tell us about your working relationship and how did you guys meet?
That's a very interesting story, and it's a long one, but I'm gonna make it real short.
Abbreviated for us.
Abbreviated. Back in the day, before there was Facebook, we had individuals with their own websites, Layla Hathaway, Eric Roberson, and they had forums. So you would go on the forum and talk to and meet all types of people. I met Eric's then publicist, Elsa, on Layla Hathaway's website, and we just had a great friendship. And I remember one time seeing Eric at the DeSable Museum here in Chicago, and he was singing with a friend of ours, Soul Edler. And I was like, man, I dust that dude. I can say, I'm talking all kind of junk. And I'm talking all of this junk to Elsa. I was like, that's one thing I want on my bucket list. I would love to just sing behind him just one time. And she said, you should audition. You should send him something. I said, man, I'm good. But I was encouraged again to do it. I did it. He hit me back up, said he liked what I did. And hey, he had some people for Chicago, his next show in Chicago. But can I meet him in Detroit? And I did. And to this day, I remember everything before that show. I remember everything after the show. I cannot remember being on that stage in that show. I was so nervous. It was crazy. But ever since then, he gave me some money, shook my hand, sent me on my way. And then a few months later, he called me up and asked me if I could do some more shows. And he should have never gave me money. Should have never.
That's the deal.
So if I can get to Atlanta, what can I do that? And for a year, I financed my own career in a sense because I was just asking him if I could do shows, and I would just show up at the show. And he'd be like, "How you doing this?" Yeah. And then he took me on, and I am doing other roles. You know, I'm now the tour manager as well as singing background. So, you know, God has a funny way of opening doors as well for you. And so for me, it was this, and now 17 years or almost 18. It'll be 18 years in February.
But it's interesting because my personal assistant was leaving at the time he showed up, and he said, if I just show up, can I do the gig? I was like, all right, next show in Toronto, next show is in LA. And he was just showing up.
Wow.
One day I asked him, I was like, how are you getting here? I found this flight, found that, and I was like, so do you do that for the band?
He said that's it. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I might do that for the band. And I was at that point, I don't even rock it.
That's that confidence.
Yeah.
It's a little level. It's a level up from confidence.
That's that faith.
That's it. Yes. Now, tell us about your new project.
Well, I have a new project out. I kind of rebranded myself. I was going by my first name, DeMaurice, but now I rebranded as Demo and wanted to put something out. So the album that I put out is called Also Known As Demo, right?
Right.
So I think the album basically is just a love letter to everybody. I just wanted to show my love and just deal with some of the circumstances that I've been dealing with in my journey to find my now wife.
Amen.
Awesome. Congratulations. You know what God say? A man who finds a wife findeth a great thing. Yes.
I found her.
Yes. Come on, sister.
Now, actually, what's interesting about me finding my wife is that I met her on the same site that I met Elsa 20 years ago.
You better stick with that.
You better listen. What's that website?
I thank Layla Hathaway all the time. Absolutely. And Eric and Elsa. And there's so many people to thank, but yes, I've been truly blessed.
Well, I'm loving these stories, and you can tell the synergy, the connection you brothers share, which is an amazing thing. You guys are performing at the City Winery Chicago tonight and tomorrow. Tickets are available. We are almost out of time, but before we go, he said something that wants me to change the name of the show real quick. He said that when he first met you, he kept saying, I'm better than him. I could probably sing better. I want to welcome y'all to Showtime at the Brunch Bunch. Can we get some live singing going up in this joint?
There you go.
Listen, before we go, so the believers can just get a snippet. If both of you or however you want to, look, I'm like the church. Come your own way quickly.
But for those of you who are not on Facebook right now, you need to get on, because the drip these brothers got, let me tell you something. It don't drip like that often. Go on, do your thing.
Lessons, yes.
Now I realize everyone that let me down led me to you. Oh, baby, on a sleepless night, all the heartbreak I had led me to you. As if I never went through it, I'd have never found a love like you.
Y'all, I love the way you said led, because it takes an obedient soul, an obedient believer to be led. And I'm so glad y'all were obedient and he led you to here, to us. Thank you, Christy. Best publicist in the business.
Yeah, shout out to Christy Love. And happy birthday to Christy Love.
Yes.
Her birthday was yesterday.
Happy
Listen,
birthday.
you heard it here on the Brunch Bunch. You want to hear these gentlemen live. It's going down at the City Winery. You got a show tonight and tomorrow night.
Yes.
There are a few tickets left. All you have to do is go to citywinery.com/Chicago, or you can call 312-733-9463. That's 312-733-9463. Get your tickets. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. Tammy and I will be in the building to hear this good music.
And I know when you all here say Tammy coming and I don't come, I'm coming to this one on. For real. For real. For real.
You know what my grandma told me? I ain't nothing for. Oh, never mind. We're on the radio.
But anyway, how do people get connected with you? What are your social media handles? You first.
Website, ericrobertsonmusic.com. You can find all the Instagram, Facebook, and all that fun stuff. And also there's this thing called Join the Process, where I create music in front of a whole crowd.
And people can download your music on every platform. The music. Yeah, because I got you on Spotify.
Same for me. You can go to my website, DemoSoul.com. I'm also Demo Soul everywhere on Instagram, Facebook, Tinder. No, I'm not on Tinder.
Oh my Lord! Wait a minute! Oh Lord! You know what?
Push the dump button. Push the dump button.
With that being said,
I gotta
You
erase
gotta
that
erase that
account.
one.
With that being said, Brother Demo, we're not going to swipe left or right up here, but we're going to swipe up out of here because we are out of time. Make sure you stream that music on all streaming platforms. But go to our website, thebrunchbunch.com. We'll have it posted on our Instagram and social media as well. We encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know that you love them. Tell someone that you do know that you love them. Love will begin to spread like a wildfire. Tamara Fair on the air, I love you.
Action Jackson, I love you.
And we out. It's one,
Yes, one o'clock.
like no more love.
Like,
All that love is
all
over.
you got.
That's it. Y'all did an amazing. All of you all did an amazing job. Thank you.
We're gonna go out and get some.
Okay, let me, do you got a car in your
Oh.
pocket? I can help Tamara give me your